Hello there. I want to talk about racism. Racism is probably the most primal example of the ignorance of man. Only humans judge their own kind based upon their color. Dogs don't do that, and they come in all kinds of colors. Cats don't do that, and they come in all kinds of colors. Fish don't do that, and they come in all kinds of colors. Lizards, they don't do that. And snakes, they don't do that, and they come in all kinds of colors. Insects, even insects come in all kinds of colors. They don't judge one another. Only humans do that. Only humans use their eyes to look at something else and decide how they feel about it based upon its immediate look, how it looks to you, whether your eyes and your brain like seeing it or you don't. Be it a crooked eye, a pimple on the cheek, white facial hair, light eyebrows, squinty eyes, big ears, long hair, short hair, brown eyes, or blue. We love to judge you because we're human, and we're always looking for something better. We're always looking for the next best thing. Why do you think so many couples cheat on one another? Why do you think so many people leave jobs that are such good jobs for them and financially? Racism is ignorant. There is a larger gap, a bigger difference, things that are unrelatable between men and women. Women have a vagina. Yeah, they do. And men have a penis. We do. Women have breasts. Women have more estrogen. That's what makes them a woman. That's what makes anyone feminine. A man has more testosterone. A man tends to get bigger, stronger, and more aggressive. In most cases, women, thanks to their estrogen, tend to be more passive, more cerebral, more physical in a soft sense, loving and caring and nurturing. That's part of being a mother, right? There's a bigger difference between us. We're almost polar opposites of one another, as if we were one thing and then ripped apart. Men and women. Put us together and you create one whole complete thing. But the differences between us. Have you noticed how interesting it is that men who are racist aren't racist against women of different colors? Only other colored men. Whether it's a brown man not liking a white man, or a white man not liking a black man, or a black man not liking a yellow man, or a yellow man not liking a green man. It doesn't matter. The colors we use to describe people are so silly anyway. There's not even a color like these in a crayon box. And probably one of the most racist things that ever happened in history is when crayon released the flesh-colored crayon. I remember looking for my color in the crayon box, and I saw flesh, and I was like, what flesh? There are a lot of different colors of flesh. I remember once at a pet store while looking at parakeets, and the guy who was showing me the parakeets said, you could tell the difference between the males and the females by their nose part around the beak. It's called a cere, spelled C-E-R-E. Never forgot that. And that skin around the nose there, it turns dark brown if it's a female, and that means she's in heat. And it will turn a flesh color if it's the female, or I mean the male. That's exactly how he said it. And so I was like, interesting. So what have you said if I was Latino, or if I had just gotten here from Africa, or if I was from Japan? What have you said, flesh color still for the seer? Racism is everywhere. It's rampant. Since we had a certain reality WWF personality type as our president, it's gotten even worse. The way COVID was handled was so bad that it actually did a lot of damage to the psyche of the American people. Are you racist? Have you met a person that's a different skin color than you, and they did something or acted a certain way or smelled or looked a certain way, sounded a certain way, and now after meeting them, you think that all of the people like their skin color are the same way? You're a racist if you do. Because that's what racism is. Racism is as simple as having a negative thought in your head, predisposed, before you meet the person. Oh, this guy's gonna smell. This guy's green. He's gonna smell terrible. Oh, this guy's red. He's gonna, man, he's gonna have bad breath. I'm telling you. Or, oh, this guy, he's gonna have smelly armpits. I'm telling you, man. Or this guy, he's gonna be cheap. He's not gonna tip. This guy's going to be a cheapskate, I can tell. How can you tell? Because you met someone? I mean, you've never met 20 different white people that all had different smells, different looks, heights, weights, eye colors, hair length. So strange, isn't it? Yet when you go to a concert or a movie theater, you'll sit next to anyone's color. But when you're alone in a group with your own color and someone of another color comes along, that mob rules mentality takes over, right? And all of a sudden you start, look, he's different. Look at that guy with the mohawk. Now, if the guy with the mohawk was with a group of 8 other guys with crazy hairstyles and punk rock t-shirts on, your group would probably be less likely to say something like, hey, look at the guy with the mohawk, right? You know what I've seen? I've seen straight up racists, when confronted with a large group of a crowd of people they're racist against, flat out grovel, flat out say, cool, man, like your t-shirt, or hey, dude, that's cool. Totally submitting. And what I have found in my life is that the strongest personality types, those who never kneel, those who will never, ever bow, are the least racist, are the most intelligent, and the least aggressive. Anger, racism, hatred, these are all the skill sets of the ignorant, because they don't have any other skill sets. They have nothing else to rely on. So they're mean, they're bullyish, they're sarcastic, they're cruel. That's all they can be. Now, unfortunately, for those of us that are good, they hurt extra bad, don't they? Those mean people really know how to hurt us, because we're good and we're sensitive and we're vulnerable and we're caring. Well, that's okay with me. 10-minute video on racism. Are you racist? Have you thought about that recently, lately, at all? Does your political views have anything to say about how you stand and feel about racism? Are you voting for someone just because they're going to help you with your taxes because of your business? You don't care about who they are as a person and how they're going to influence highly manipulative people? Maybe you should start thinking about these things. I don't know. Not thinking about them is not going to help you or anyone else. Thanks for watching.